everybody, Master Farman, and welcome back to episode 5 of our Let's Play on, on Springhill Farm. I was like, what's the name of the map again? So, we've got the Massey Ferguson 600 series with bale forks and the loader ready. We are going to go do these bales, we're going to go pick these bales up. And I think we might take the... We'll put the 3650 on. T-dub still hasn't been used, but unfortunately we're not going to be using the T-dub for a little bit because we haven't got any ploughing. Well, when the bales are in, we've got a bit of ploughing to do, so we'll do it then. But for right now, we don't need it. So right, let's hook this up. Also, you may notice I've been putting things on my Snapchat and that about making, well, I'm slowly converting this map to run seasons mod because we're going to be running that on here, which will be pretty cool to have. It would make a hell of a difference and it would look quite nice. Now I don't know how well these bales are going to go on this bale trailer, but I can always have a look. Where's the... there he is. So we'll go stack these. Well, we're going to attempt to stack these bales anyway. Now these bale folks do not have a locking script. I have got some in the game with locking scripts just in case these ones annoy me. We'll have to see how well these sort of stack on this bale trailer at this moment because I haven't tried this. Right, so we want to just sort of nudge that end around there. I could probably do this in CAD, but I don't really want to because this is going to take some serious time. It might be a bit too high. Now the fact that it's not the fact that they haven't got a locking script. Locking scripts do makes this job so much easier, but you know, it's not what can you do. There's not too many in here. I actually honestly thought there'd be more straw than what we got, but we haven't got that many. So we're going to be, well, we'll buy these. Not buy these, sorry. We'll pick these up and put them on there. God, we're getting a bit of serious lag tonight. I don't think my recording software is working quite correctly. Sometimes it does that when you record a video. Sometimes it does just start lagging. I don't know. I've never quite understood why. But yeah, when I put seasons mod in, which it'll want to restart the thing, I'll just restart the map. I will make sure to put in buy many bales, and I'll buy back how many bales we had, and if we get any animals, I'll buy the animals back. So we're kind of at the same point. Now we could just copy the XML over, and I might try that first, but if that doesn't work, because if somehow I mess that up and it doesn't work, then I will just buy them back and I'll put everything back where it was. But when we do that, which shouldn't be too far, I've got all the yard done, and I've got most of this side of the map done, so I am getting on with it. But of course, if you live in England, you may have noticed that we're having a bit of a heat wave at the moment, and everything is getting so hot. Like, I'm getting that hot, I just don't want to actually do anything on farms, and let alone sit on my leather chair. Now, I'm not doing the best stacking I can do, but you know, stacking with bale forks without locking strips are an absolute pain. Not a pain, but these ones act and behave a lot different to the in-game ones. They are actually about, you know, they are so much better than the in-game ones. It's unreal. The in-game, I can never stack with the in-game ones. There's probably some people out there that can, but I know I can't because I have tried. Now this is probably going to be the most. This is not going to be good. I'm saying this now before the comment section turns into you can't bale stack for shit, and I know I can't, but what can you do? I will get it done, whether it... I like the way it puts the percentage on as well, to how full you are. let's get that put on here. It's quite jumpy, this transfer. Squad forward. I think we'll go 3 high, just to make sure we're actually going to be high enough. Well, to make sure we can get a fair few bales on here as well. Now, so we're going to have to stack them in the shed as well. So if everything goes to plan and they stack in the shed neatly and they, well, happily at least, and they stack in the and they stack on the trailer okay, then we will most definitely get the hay ones in today as well. If not, I'll just do them off screen because it's pretty much the same as this. But I really cannot wait for when I put this map out. Well, when I start recording this map with Seasons, it's going to be insanely good. I do love Seasons. I love the way that it changes your game so much, and it's like it's taken a modder to actually do that. Well, it's taking a modding team, shall I say, instead of Giants. But I'm assuming Giants have got, you know, they've got to try and cater for everybody. They couldn't make the game like, well, they could, but well, I suppose they could make it as a turnable off feature, I suppose. Yeah, so we're going to be running the same tractors. We're going to literally just copy the XMLs over to the other one, and we'll do it like that. But the only thing we won't have is a crop, and we won't have any grass fields. But at least if we have some grass bales and that, you know, we can at least, well, we can't even sell them because I haven't put I'll have to put a bale point in because I haven't actually put one in because I hardly ever sell bales. Most of the time I will use them up. I will never sell them. I'll only sell them if I've made the wrong one. If I've wanted to make hay and I've made silage instead, you know, just accidentally. When I haven't been thinking, so. Well, this should get, that's got that end in. So we'll put this one on here. So they do act and work really well, as you saw then, they just unloaded that. Now the one thing I would like to see is just a wider set of two-wheel drives. I mean they probably are the right size for real life, but in this they look a little bit too small. They probably are right, and I'm probably just being an idiot, but you know, oh well, personal preferences. Yeah. Right, start these 3 high. So we haven't even used the T-dub yet. That'll be next episode probably, once I've got all these bales in, and I'll show you where I'm going to stack them. So the straw ones are going to go in the shed next to where the cows are. That kind of big open one, and then the hay bales are going to go in the shed next to the silage pit. Well, next to the silage pit ramp, I should say, not pit. Which is just opposite, just where the sheep field is. It's that one, just, you know, I can't tell you, I forgot on the, I need to be in the other tractor to put it on there. Ooh. It's 9 minutes past 11, right? Jesus. I wanted to record this earlier, but... Right, so yeah, alright, my stacking is terrible, don't... Well, you know, oh well. What can you do? You know, it's on a trailer, I'm rushing because I want to make sure I can get this in the video. Now, what I have also done with the one that we're going to do on Seasons is I haven't changed all the trees, and I'm not going to. I like the look of the Fs17 ones, and I like the look of them with the Fs17 ones as well. So I'm going to sort of try and leave a few in. Now, that is total personal preference, so if somebody in the comment section doesn't like it, well, tough, it's staying. So if you don't like it, then I watch. But I'm going to... Yeah, I'll make sure, I'll try and get most of the trees, but I do like the Fs15 ones, and I'm not going to change any of these borders as well. The borders can stay as Fs15. because why not? It might as well. They're doing no harm and they don't look that bad, to be honest. So. It just means in the winter that the Fs17 ones are going to have leaves and the Fs17 ones aren't. But oh well. No, I could have just got in there and pressed L. But right, let's stack 2 bales with us so we can take an extra 2 back with us instead of. This one wants to cooperate with me. Right, now a lot of people have been telling me to get the Fiat 11090, and I might do. The reason I haven't actually got it is because we don't need it. We've got the John Deere, we've got a loader, we've got another Massey to make the 2, and then we've got a T-Dub, and it's like, well, I really do not want a Fiat. Nice tractors, I'm not saying they're not, and I'm not saying that they're, you know, terrible in any way, but, you know. And I personally think in the mod contest, which is what the Fiats are in, the 11090 is nice, I will give it that, it's very nice. And so is that 14090 that's in there, that is very, very nice tractor. Now of course we've still got that grain to sell in there, so we can sell that. And you may notice that we haven't lost any money since the last episode. That's simply because we haven't done any seeding. I haven't been on the map at, like, you know, much, so we haven't done any maintenance. We haven't gone past midnight, so right, so we're gonna put the straw bales in here. I'm gonna sell that 20B and we're gonna get a 1630. I'm not gonna edit it, I'm just gonna sell it. Or I might sell it and we'll get a Fiat, because a lot of people want that. So we'll put. So this is the shed that these straw bales are going to go in. So you go down there. It doesn't really matter how these are stacked, you know. So if we back up a bit, so that shed there, that's just in line with us now. That's where we're going to put the hay ones in there. So. Right, let's get the John Deere out here. No, it's going to take a bit longer than I anticipated. Go on, John Deere. Up you go. Well, there isn't that many left in this field. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. So that's just like, you know, that's one front row. That is. This bale trailer is quite nice as well. Of course, we've still got the other 2. In case we ever need to make them into bale trailers, we can. We probably won't, and probably won't need to, but if for some reason we needed to, then at least we've always got the what's it now. I think that volume is a bit loud. I'm going to just tweak that down 1. I don't quite know if that's too loud. I haven't got any headphones on, simply because of how hot it is. I don't want headphones on. You know, speakers are good enough for me. Right, so we'll kind of stack these on top of them ones. We'll only go 4 high, so we'll just do 2. Now the only issue with non-locking script things is if you go too quick or hit something like that, you know, that really just makes my day even brighter. Now potentially I might. Fuck off, Bale. Fuck off. Go on, lie down. There we go, Bale. That's all I wanted you to do. Now, in the other version as well, I've moved these tyres behind me. I've moved them in towards the shed, so they're a bit closer. Because they're a bit far away from the wall there. I'm not even sure what's meant to be there, but something is meant to be there. Right, so this top one's going to be a bit wonky. So what the fuck am I doing now? Right, so we lift that up. Nudge that one straight. Right, I think it's about the top you want to get it. Is it the top or the middle? Oh, why have you done that, Bale? Bloody things. Here. Go on, sit. Go on, you've been good. You've been good, Bale, folks. I'm not too sure why you're playing up now. But... Right, so we need to get that top one off there. You can hear the John Deere running still. I have left that running. Now, I could do another episode of this bale stacking stuff, which I might do. We're only on 15 minutes though, but this is going to take a bit more time than I actually thought. Simply because, alright, the locking script ones are good, but you know, you aren't really a master bale stacker, so you can do it without bloody locking bale forks. And as you can all probably see, I am terrible at it. Especially because that bale's going to come off with me. Come on, up, pass. There we go. Right, so we'll move the John Deere forward and take them two off. I wouldn't like to stack round bales with this bale fork, I'll tell you that now, but squares aren't too bad with it. Squares are not too bad. That realistic beacon's quite nice as well. Now the reason I'm not taking 3 is because Mark actually tried taking 3 with these things and they do not enjoy it at all. Like the R center, the Strat gets picked up so much if you try that. So, you know, and this tractor's really jumpy as well. Like I only have to just tap my accelerator pedal and it just bounces. Come on! Right, so let's put the front wheels back on the floor. Let's just get some Giants physics up in here, so like that, and there we go, a bit better. Right. Now potentially we could get some cows, we have got some money, but we haven't got any feeding equipment, so we can get some cows, but we cannot feed them very much. Well, we cannot feed them anything other than what's it, and we haven't got any silage ready to go yet. Now, if you're looking at this thing and thinking, "Oh, this is terrible," okay, thanks. You know, it is terrible. It is my first time ever stacking with these bale forks, and they're starting to annoy me enough because I'm trying to do it quickly, so we're not watching this, you know, watching me do this 100,000 bloody times. Oh, I've got it. I just put that there. I'll lift this right up in the air so it's past all them, and then we'll push it into the ground. There we go. That's better. Better than bloody pissing about. And then we've got to go get the last of the straw bales in, which is always good to it's always good to hear when you get the last bales. This tractor's starting to get mucky now. It's got a really nice dirt skin, these tractors have. Real nice dirt skins. I mean, the other ones I haven't quite got the dirt skins to show up yet, but you know, I reckon they're going to be as good or even better. Bit of rough stacking here, boys. Now I could potentially have set Cosplay up to run this, the trailer for me, but. Well, run the bale trailer for me back to the field, but then he'd have done a terrible job of actually keeping them on. Right, so let's get this back to the field. Why are you lagging whilst I go in the cab? Look at that straight down here. No, we obviously still have no slurry spreader or muck spreader, and I'm really just trying to think what we're actually going to need. Because I've got a choice of a couple, but none of them. Well, they're all good and they're all usable, and I would use them. But I'm just trying to think of one that would fit this map quite nice, and if I wanted to, I could run it with courseplay. You know, or like get this little John Deere to run it. I mean, it's unfortunate there's no Massey one. If you know, there's no Massey muck spreader, which would have been nice in the Massey pack to have. It would have been very nice to have a Massey Bale, Massey muck spreader and the slurry tanker, but there wasn't one. So I do hope they do a version 2 where they add a bit more kit into this pack. I mean, it is good, and don't get me wrong, I love all the kit that's in it already. But it's like, you know, how I was just saying then, there's no muck spreader, there's no slurry spreader. There's fertilizer spreader, yep, that's good enough for me. But it would just be nice to have a muck spreader. So yeah, I'll start the hay ones off screen because it gives me something to do as well. It gives me, because I do actually want to play the map, but I don't want to play it because I know for a fact I'll drain myself of it and then I won't want to play it in a video. So that's why everything I'm doing in the video. I'm trying to do as little off screen as possible, but bales like this and stacking them in sheds and actually carting them yourself as well does take a bit of time, and I found that a 20-minute video is actually a bit better to do. I'm going to keep varying the lengths, simply because it uploads when it's 20 minutes, it uploads quicker. Half an hour videos take, you know, way more time to sort out. Now I am going to jump out of this tractor and get a screenshot in a minute. If this thing knows how to be gentle with itself. So as you can see then, my arse end was off before. So she's a bit... Right, we'll turn the beacon off, we'll turn the hood off, we'll get out, and we'll run over here, and we'll get the screen shot for the thumbnail. Oh, come on, girl. See that? These bale forks work absolutely brilliantly on a solid object, so if you're putting bales onto a trailer, they work amazing. But yeah. I think we are going to just get the little Marshall QS. Is it a Marshall MS? 105, I think it is. I think that'll probably be the biggest one we get, or we might get the little Abbey side spreader. But oh fuck, I thought that up, didn't I? Now you may be thinking, why am I like suddenly shooting forward and all that? I'm pressing my I think my wheel's out of sync as well. Right, I'm using the keyboard to steer for some reason, I don't know why. But you press the pedal, then you wait and wait and wait, and then suddenly you just blast off, and it's like, that's annoying. So these are going to be nice. Well, this is going to be nice straw for our cows, and I'm going to sort it out as well. So let's lift these on. Just attach these on because it's easier than trying to drive over there, you know? And we're back. Right. I'm just going to drive these over to the shed. I'll start these off screen. I'm tired now. Really fucking tired. Well, I'm not tired as in I don't want to play. I'm just, you know, I've been in the sun all day and it's just like fucking got a massive headache. Right, so we'll take these back. Next episode, I should have all this ploughed up. Sorry about that little thing. I'll have to edit a bit of that out. So there's a big jump cut from what I was saying to the end of the video. I'm sorry, but you know, that's the way it is. So, oh, I've left the IC on that tractor. Right, so thank you everybody so much. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. Like me on Facebook, add me on Discord, add me on Snapchat. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Happy farming and goodbye.